All right. Nothing like a little suspense to get the night started. How's it going, guys?
Going
Thanks
pretty
for joining
okay.
us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging around, guys.
Me and BTC episode number 198. It's had a busy day. Worth your wait. No question about it. We already got James Bond, NY cartoons, and flappening premise chat. So thanks for joining us, guys. Some greats of all. We Bitcoin Gold. What the heck? I mean,
Yeah,
literally, it's still not even a thing. I mean, we kind of expected this, but it's still just like what I haven't met a single person interested in it. So I want to go over some of that. And another letdown, Amazon. Amazon didn't say a word about Bitcoin and all that. I'm here with.
Zach Vol, and we're ready to talk about all the shitty Bitcoin forks.
Oh, geez, yeah, man, they're gonna keep coming,
Oh yeah,
almost no doubt anymore.
there's people on Twitter are like, so they're like, this is the third wave. The first wave was just everyone created an altcoin or an app coin. The second wave was all these ICOs. And now someone even said it's an IFO, initial fork offering. Everyone's just gonna fork now, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be nuts.
that's gonna be the next thing. You got to buy up all the IFO domain names and
Oh yeah.
get into that space because it's coming in hot.
See, coming soon from
Totally.
Yumi and BTC is we should create a Bitcoin index. So it's like an index fund, except because if you hold all of the forks in like a year or two, there have to be at least maybe half a dozen other forks. And if you hold all
Oh
of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
I imagine it'll be at least double whatever the Bitcoin Classic value is. So just buy into the Bitcoin index, which means just buy Bitcoin and wait for everyone to fork.
yeah. Could totally see it. Before we get into this, I'm gonna quick share my screen as I normally do. This me and btc.com/live. Hello, James Bond. You can shut up. Took as long as it needed to take. You
Took
can see
long
the
enough.
video here. You can see the chat. He also says just buy BTC. I agree with that in general. The
Oh
problem
yeah.
is some people can't agree on what BTC is.
Mm.
That's a serious question when it comes to all these forks.
Tim is
Hey, I want
having
to give a
serious. Sorry, responding to James Bond. Tim is having serious gastrointestinal problems, so he is not
yeah,
joining
that's
the
right.
show tonight.
Exactly. That's the news on the Tim front. So that's worth.
Why do you like Tim more than Dan and I anyway? Jeez, James
Yeah, screw
Bond.
off, James. I'm gonna ban you again. Got another good point. If you buy Bitcoin, you get all the forks, and that's true. That's one of the arguments for hodling is no matter what fork happens, you get them all. So definitely a good argument from my mind.
Mhm.
You got some show notes here, guys, if you want to read those. The links to the cover. We're not really going to read any word for word. We're just going to have some fun commentary. Normally, you get a poll down here, but had a busy day, as you noticed. So at least not yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with something during the show and pop it in there. But I want to give a quick shout out to this logo here, Pride of Our Footscray Community Bar. One of our listeners is working on a Bitcoin accepting bar. So I wanted to, so you can click that if you're interested. Follow it
Hell
to their
yeah,
Facebook page.
that's awesome. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
I've ranted. Well, like so, there's a couple bars in the area I discovered that accept Bitcoin, but that's awesome. I love that. Where is it
it,
located?
it's in. I've got the Facebook page right here. I know somewhere, but yeah. So this one of our biggest fans. He's been for ages, supporting the show for ages over on Patreon. So that's you, me, and btc.com/feed us over there. He's been great. Yeah, there it is. Should have asked.
Right
He
on.
probably told me.
Right on.
But yeah, so it's great. Community bar. Looking right there. Shut up, James. He says Tim's the most funniest person here. I don't know what he's talking about. So kicking it off. Yeah, let's get into these forks more. What the heck? Is Bitcoin Gold even a thing? I mean,
so it sold. It's like for some reason, I don't know how. So like initial coin offerings, I guess, start at pennies, maybe $1 or $2 generally, and Bitcoin Gold started trading, which I'll get into in a minute, whatever the hell trading means. But its initial price was over $500, and now it's down to maybe 130, 140 or something.
Change. Yep.
But see, the problem is maybe I'm just dense. So that's the problem. That's me problem, not an everyone problem. But I don't even. It's so involved, and this is how it was obviously the Bitcoin early days. But it's so involved to actually harvest the fork coins and then trade them before the price plummets, or to sort of harvest them and to trade them at whatever you perceive to be the opportune time. That it's bogus. I hate it. I like at this point.
Yeah,
at this point, like after only like 5 minutes of Googling, I guess, I don't know how to import my private keys to get the Bitcoin Gold and then sell it. But I'm sure there's a couple exchanges that.
Well, the reasons I wanted to have this whole conversation because the issue is like you can't yet. You can't load up a wallet. You can't join a mining pool. You can't go to an exchange. The exchanges that are trading Bitcoin Gold are only trading Bitcoin Gold futures. You can't split your coins yet. That's why this isn't even a thing yet. And I'm sure, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it will become a thing. I'm sure it's going to get, they're going to come out with exchanges and stuff. I haven't met a single person that even cares.
Yeah, and then they're already that like Bittrex or something. Well, okay, well, two things. They're already, at least I saw a couple tweets about it. Who knows? They're already preparing a fork called Bitcoin Silver, as if we needed another one already in addition to 2x and all this nonsense. And Bittrex, I think it was, created a token that you could trade that's supposed to represent Bitcoin.
It's a placeholder token.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't. So okay. So if they're, I knew they were trading futures before the block was mined that created the fork, but whatever. It's bogus. Like
yeah. So what? Yeah. They're trading. I don't. Right term because future has a lot of technicality. You trade them and stuff. So maybe that's not the perfect term, but yeah, what you said, like a token, is probably a better. Because if you're on an exchange, let's say you have 10 Bitcoins on Bittrex, allowed you to split. Well, you have options. You could actually have 3 options before the fork. You could have a regular Bitcoin, non-gold Bitcoin, or you could have a gold Bitcoin. All right. And so what happens then is if you have a regular Bitcoin for one gold Bitcoin and one non-gold Bitcoin, and then you trade those 2 back and forth, or even against Ethereum or something. Who knows? You could do whatever you want. But draw a Bitcoin Gold, and you could not withdraw a Bitcoin non-gold. You could only withdraw regular Bitcoins because that's all that currently exists. So even though, if you split Bittrex, you might have a Bitcoin non-gold token on Bittrex, but you couldn't withdraw that because if you did, you would actually, because they haven't forked yet. Well, because now you could you couldn't withdraw even a non-gold because what they would do is an original Bitcoin that would get both. True anymore because theoretically the fork happened yesterday. Actions in Bitcoin that are going on now to be valid in gold chain. So theoretically now you could withdraw because gold chain is not going to honor any transactions that happen today. Now, I know I sound like a friggin' moose, friggin' confusing AF, but I'm just trying to lay it down as best as I can. That's the whole point. Is they have this whole complicated strategy about how they're going to split. They had the fork yesterday, but there's still literally zero infrastructure statement I've seen from like Coinbase or the wallets or whoever. They've all been saying like how it's going to work, so we can't really promise anything.
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
So yeah,
I say it's
confusing.
Yeah, I say it's a bust. It's fool's gold. Just call it off. But hey, even if it's worth like $100 per token, that's a free. I mean, how iterated
Right.
to however many Bitcoin you hold, that's a free $100 times number of Bitcoin. So, sure, why not take it?
Yeah, so that agreed. The issue though is just the complication. Is it worth trying to withdraw that
Oh
gold
yeah, yeah, sure.
from the same private keys? And there's still all kinds of questions about replay protection because, and we've tried to explain this before, and there's all kinds of other resources. So I'll just try to put it into a sentence or two. Protection. When there's a fork, all the math on both chains is pretty much the same unless you take special measures. So when you fork on one chain, it is also valid on the other chain and could be replayed on the other one. So I might be trying to send 10 Bitcoin gold. Hey, happy gold day. You got 10 Bitcoin gold. Give me that car. Whatever. Like you can do a transaction accidentally or intentionally. Zach, the transaction's public, so you could take that transaction and replay it on the other chain and get more than he bargained for. It's because the math is the same on both chains, and so what's one is valid on the other. Trying to split your coin safely, some way to make it invalid on the other chain. And it just comes down to how the developers set things up, whether there's a way to make transactions aren't valid on both chains. That's what it comes down to. And I've heard with Bitcoin Gold that they didn't even implement that specifics, though, because there aren't really any specifics. So
yeah,
but
oh well.
And same thing with all the statements. Coinbase or whoever, they're like, yeah, replay protection, so we're probably not going to touch it.
Yeah.
Forks. It's the new block size debate. I mean, it's part of the block size debate, sort of, with 2x and whatever. Different, and I'm sure it's going to be lengthy and arduous and vitriolic or whatever.
Yeah.
This forever. It's like the new politics, right? I mean, we've argued that makes politics obsolete in some ways, and I think we can truly get there in some ways with Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has its own politics. Fact of life that people are going to argue about how things should be. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
that's why we have this show. We like to tell you how we think.
It's just it's yeah. Well, I ranted about this last episode or one ago. People are dumb and I hate people. So just buy Bitcoins and live by yourself in a mansion or something.
Exactly. NY Cartoon said he didn't even know about the fork yesterday. And that's another big issue. I mean, obviously, because we're running this show, we are pretty well connected to Bitcoin. And even like I said, there's not a single bit of infrastructure for it yet. And a lot of people, even, Coinbase, they say, oh, we don't really know how it's going to work. Or I don't know who, the other wallets and stuff. I've seen statements. Literally nobody knows anything about Bitcoin Gold, even though the fork supposedly already happened.
Yeah.
So, so I don't blame you, NY Cartoons, and other people who don't even listen to Bitcoin podcasts. They don't have the slightest clue about this.
But in a sense, So I joined the Bitcoin Gold Telegram group, and they sort of did a countdown to the block that split the chain. And then they said, oh, whoops, our website had a DDoS attack. Okay, we're back. Yay, we mined it. Here's where we're trading right now. And then, so the thing is, and there's like 4,000 members maybe, which is, in my opinion, I guess, what I would assume to be a very small number of the Bitcoin community. But the fact that it's not advertised very well could be great. Like new people coming into Bitcoin, if they knew, oh, it's forking again. Hold up, what's a fork? Bitcoin Gold.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's not advertised very well could be great. Like, shut up with your stupid little fork project. No one needs to hear about it. Oh, no one knew about it. Even better. Like that's perfect. So, yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, dead on, dead on. I mean,
Maybe you missed. So,
a
MY
lot of people
cartoons,
don't.
cartoons. Maybe you missed out on the Snapchat or the snapshot. I mean, of the chain when the block was mined. What block 491407. But who cares? It's not even trading now. It lost 62% of value in one day, and it's stupid. So, yeah, that's my hot take.
Some of the articles that to saying, well, down. There's one from CNBC when they cover Bitcoin stuff because they're like trying to pull the much about Bitcoin. They didn't construe half of their news.
Yeah, one of the guys, Pierre
Richard.
Like, it's so funny because CNBC, Pierre Richard tweeted at him one. I mean, obviously they probably didn't see it, but he's like, "Carefully, you guys are going to give yourself whiplash with all your headlines because they're like, Bitcoin crash is dying, Bitcoin crash is through the roof, or Bitcoin is through the roof, Bitcoin is forking, killing itself with the civil war, Bitcoin is going to take over the centralized bank monetary system." It's like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, exactly. And with stuff like this, it's so clear. Like the fact that they're even reporting on Bitcoin Gold, realize how obnoxious it is.
Yeah.
How it is understood it is. Literally nobody, like I said, somewhat well connected in the Bitcoin space. I at least follow a bunch of Bitcoiners on Twitter, and I haven't seen a single person that actually cares about this. NBC is just like, oh, there's another fork, guys. Check this out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So but here's the thing though. I do still believe that they're gonna finish up whatever development they're doing. They're gonna release wallets. They're gonna release. I do believe it's going to be a real token. And hey, when they start releasing that stuff, it'll probably push the price up. As I think it is. I think it's going to be just like Bitcoin Cash, where it's going to be worth a few $100 for months. Like, sure, whatever. People are going to trade it for months because it's a coin and they can. I don't think it has any real long-lasting value, just like I don't really see any real long-lasting value to Bitcoin Cash. Interesting enough that it's going to generate a market. So that's where the free money comes in. Sure, once they come out with these wallets and they figure out replay protection or whatever, sure, yeah, I'll cash in on my free money. I'm not going to say no to that. I don't see any way that it's going to, I don't see any way that it's going to disappear in the next week or 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be around. It's just, so what?
Yeah. And
it's kind of like, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I've sort of adopted the philosophy now that, so I'm obviously Bitcoin classic first and foremost, but we talk occasionally, maybe not a ton, but I've about altcoins on this show, and I've dabbled a little bit in them. But now I'm just sort of dumping all my forked coins into random altcoins and seeing what happens. That's my philosophy because, I mean, it's free money, so why not?
Yeah, dabble. That's a good word. Just see what's around, get some stuff, maybe make some money, maybe lose some money.
Yeah.
You do your best. Experiment.
It's just
that's what you do when you're growing
up. classic Yumi and BTC approach. Just yeah,
money, pretty cool. I'm gonna blow it, but hey, money, kind of cool. I'm gonna blow it.
yeah.
Yeah. Just like you said, it's the third wave. You had altcoins, you had ICOs, and now forks. The way that those go with altcoins, and to me, Litecoin is like Bitcoin Cash, where like, okay, it really was a new idea. Nobody had ever made an altcoin, and everyone thought it was pretty darn cool. Like, oh yeah, let's try this a different way. And so that's why it generated so much interest, and it's still around today. It's not that different, and it's not really that interesting or that valuable, especially compared to more advanced altcoins that actually do things differently, like privacy coins or Ethereum with smart contracts or whatever. So, hey, it was still just like Bitcoin was the first to market. Well, Litecoin was the first to market for altcoins, and that's a big driver. Hey, Flapping Plemis says he's grabbing some chips. He'll be right back. So we'll just take a break till he says he's back.
We'll pause the show for you. Let us know when you're back.
Yeah, shoot us a message. No, I'm just kidding. Dead airs. It'll get us in trouble on the radio networks, but I wish we could wait for you. Oh yeah, so Litecoin, hey, it's first to market for the altcoins. It just was. So it's still a thing. I don't know. The first one was, I think they say Mastercoin was the first one. Years ago. Oh, he's back. There we go. Good. We'll continue. But yeah, so anyway, that's how I see Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold. No matter how worthless they are or how similar they are to Bitcoin, they're going to have a market because they're first to market for the forks. They just are. I think there were some earlier ones that actually were forks of the blockchain, but I haven't kept up with them, so I don't know. They just weren't as marketed if they existed. So
yeah,
Bitcoin trash, says the 21 million club. I don't know. I still think it's Tim's ass. So hey Zach. We got to talk about Amazon. So, first of all, take a quick break and remind everyone, me and BTC.com live. I'm trying to get my screen share up again. Actually, I really did have a busy day. Actually, honestly, I've been busy. Just nothing of really interest to you guys. I just had a lot going on. So, trying to keep up with everything. I can feel myself falling asleep right now. So check some Starbucks. All right. So this is you, me, and BTC.com/live. This is where you got the video. You got the chat if you want to jump in there. Let us know what you're thinking. Thanks, 21 Million Club, for jumping in with us. And our tunes is up there as well. Hey, honestly, go grab and we'll wait. That's how much we love the cheers. We'll wait for you to get your chips. But yeah, show notes, links, whatever you like. And the poll, like I said, I don't know. Shoot me a chat if you have a good poll. But like I said, I've been busy. So, and says you have to put Bitcoin in front of it. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Silver, Bitcoin Platinum, Bitcoin Uranium. Hey, what if somebody comes out with a Bitcoin Litecoin?
Oh, Bitcoin Lite.
just to confuse the crap out of people.
Litecoin Gold.
Coin?
Oh geez.
Bitgold Litecoin, Coin Lite Bitgold. Cash Coin BitLite.
Light Cash Bitherium or some shit. Jeez.
Yeah, I want to know who's going to make the all the parody accounts like Buttcoin Cash, Buttcoin Gold,
yes,
Shitcoin Silver.
Yeah,
we got to have a market for all those too.
Hell yeah,
that's right. So anyway, yeah, jump in the chat, guys. It's a fun time in there. Flapping Plymouth, what a name. All right, what do you think about Amazon, Zach? Not a word about Bitcoin. Did you expect that?
Yeah, well, so I guess kinda. I don't know. I was overly optimistic. I did think this morning, though, to my credit, I was like, I thought that if they actually did, so the whole rumor kind of started from this one, I forget his name, this one rando though, who's people say he's a fraud and a scammer and just like a talking head full of hot air. But he sort of started this whole rumor, and so I thought, well, if Amazon announces it today,
Yeah.
it's going to sort of make him massively credible all of a sudden. So if Amazon snubs him and all his rumors today, and then later on their own time is like, oh yeah, true, we're in Bitcoin, we accept Bitcoin now, then I don't know, they're in control of the narrative or however that nonsense goes. So disappointed, obviously. But the thing is, people said before the earnings call today, and people said after the earnings call that it's, which I agree with, it's almost inevitable that they'll accept it at some point. So like Overstock has accepted it for a while, not even just Bitcoin, other altcoins, and people are just talking about constantly how their stock is through the roof over the past year. And which I hate, by the way, and Overstock is launching their own ICO now as of just 2 days ago or something,
Right.
with T0 or however whatever the company's called, I don't know.
That is.
Yeah, some Overstock subsidiary, they're launching an ICO, and so I think Amazon at some point is just going to have to. But on going off of that thought, what's going to happen to Purse if Amazon accepts Bitcoin? Because Purse has the market on, okay, Amazon doesn't accept Bitcoin, you can buy through us, third party. Wouldn't Amazon just kill them entirely if they do? Like, maybe I'm reading that wrong or don't understand exactly how Purse operates, but I thought that was sort of their thing.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Discounts are a pretty big part of it, and the discounts exist because unwanted Amazon credit. So I guess you could still get discounts. You know, let's say website that did this with dollars, where you basically bought it at a discount. Would be a service that people would use. The reason that doesn't exist, at least not with the same level of discounts as you get at Purse, exist yet, is because expensive and to transact with. They're regulated across borders and all that stuff. So even though there's a lot of unwanted Amazon credit out there, set up a platform to get that credit to people with dollars. But they do have Purse.io, unwanted Amazon credit, and exchange it for Bitcoin, essentially. So what I could see happening is if they did accept Bitcoin, the Amazon credit that was unwanted would still cross borders effortlessly. So to some extent, it would still exist, because I would rather, just because Amazon accepts Bitcoin, I want to pay full price. That they're be available because people want to get rid of their Amazon credit.
Sure.
And it makes those discounts attainable, cheap, and crosses borders, whereas dollars don't. I could see it sticking around for a while still, just maybe with the discounts would probably gradually decrease for people, actually caring about the discount and just, I'll just get it straight from Amazon. I'm not going to worry about the hassle. Maybe that would increase. That would actually increase the discounts. If I'm trying to liquidate credit, if I'm trying to get rid of my Amazon credit, I am doing a terrible job of explaining this right now, but it's really supply and demand.
Yeah.
You can't. I'm just gonna go head deep in this. All right, I'm gonna be talking for like 10 minutes straight here, but I'll see if I can get it out in a clear way. And so right now, let's say there's 100 people shopping on purse.io and getting discounts. And on the other side, there's 100 people, well, probably fewer, 10 people that are on credit and are just trying to liquidate it through purse.io. Yep. With their credit on purse.io. That's how it works, just to start with that. If you don't know, I think it's big enough now that most of you do know, but if you don't know, that's the basis of purse.io. I give people Bitcoin to buy stuff for me on Amazon. That's how it works. If those 100 people, the 100 shoppers that are buying stuff with Bitcoin on Purse on Amazon, if some of them are just like, oh, well, actually, I'll just go straight to Amazon. Yeah, I don't get a discount, but it's easier. So all of a sudden, there's only 90 people that are willing to shop on Purse. People that are willing to shop on Purse, and then there's only 50 people that are willing to shop on Purse. But there's still, my guess is, same 10 people on the other side trying to get rid of their Amazon credit through Purse. The discounts are going to have to be bigger and bigger for them to find anyone to take their credit. As a shopper right now, I have tons of competition. I go to purse.io. I want, a CD, and I set my discount at 20%. And the market changes every day, but this is just an example. 20%, I might not get that discount because there might be, a million, not a million, there might be 200 people that are like, oh, I'll do it for a 19% discount or an 18% discount. And I'm like, oh, crap. Well, so much for my 20% discount. If those people started disappearing and buying directly from Amazon, get 20%. Oh, well, why don't I try 22%, 24%? My explanation. I have no idea how clear that was, but that's, to me, it sounds crazy, but I could actually see it increasing the Purse discounts. Shoppers decreases.
Yeah,
so
no,
there's less competition.
I guess I agree with that. That makes a lot of sense.
But at the same time, you never know. They might start issuing less Amazon credit, less people that want to liquidate Amazon credit. There's just no telling. Credit is a whole economy in itself. I've heard anyway. I don't know any specifics, but I've heard that there are people that on Amazon credit. They work for Amazon, get paid in Amazon credit on Purse for Bitcoin. That's what I've heard. I have no idea how accurate that is. I haven't met any. I haven't seen any of it firsthand.
I guess I'd rather live on Amazon than live on Chipotle or whatever else these other weird people do. But true.
Whew. I like trying to explain stuff like that, but then every time I finish like a 10 minutes, I just kind of freeze up because I don't know if I explained it right, or if I made sense or anything. Let me know in chat.
No, it makes sense to me totally, but everyone in the chat is just thinking about how sad they are that Tim isn't here to crack some wise ass joke or something. So
yeah, Tim just sucks at understanding anything. So he would be the first one to be like, "Oh, it doesn't make sense because Amazon credit is linked to abortion. So clearly."
Fuck you guys! I'm out. It's because it's just like your mom has always told you. It's because Tim has a tattoo. Your life will be ruined if you ever get a tattoo. And Tim is a case in point of that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why we actually leave him on the show. Is just so people know. To make people feel better. They say everyone has to have a fat friend. Everyone has to have a fat friend to make themselves feel better. Well, that's why we have Tim. He's for our benefit and for your benefit, so you feel better about your life.
I hope he watches this later.
So, me too. So, hey, one more thing I wanted to get in about Amazon. Tweet from the Butter Zone. Oh, geez, he and I go way back, several years. Oh, all the way back to the IRC days. But well, I mean, they still have Bitcoin IRC channels, but I haven't been on them for a while. I totally lost it though. I'm trying to figure out where I put this tweet that he sent me. He said that it's what? Well, I just tweeted like, oh, hey, Amazon didn't mention Bitcoin at all. Yeah, that's because the nobody asked him about it. So the way the conference call worked was it was Q&A essentially. So all the investors were on the call and they were allowed to ask questions. Here's a quote from the Butter Zone. It was up to the institutional guys to ask about it, though. #EpicFail. So, yeah, these people on this call were like Goldman Sachs, literally, and whatever, Oppenheimer, all kinds of gigantic institutions. And they could have asked. They could have said, hey, what's going on here? Because some of them asked about, like, industry, like, hey, Amazon, are you thinking about getting involved in the pharmaceutical industry? Because we heard some rumors. Really comment on much, but there's this and this and this, whatever. Same question with Bitcoin. Hey, so what's with all this Bitcoin stuff? Anybody could have asked that. Epic fail.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know why. Like
maybe
somebody's got to wonder.
Maybe Jeff Bezos sent out an email to all those guys. It was like, if you bastards,
swear to God,
if you ask me, if you bring up Bitcoin, I am disconnecting this call, and you are finished.
I'm selling all of my stock tomorrow, and you guys will be screwed.
So, yeah.
Hey, honestly, that's obviously he wouldn't be that obnoxious about it, but I've heard theories that maybe he really does just that much. Kind of like James Diamond, like, I swear to God, Bitcoin is not interesting to anyone, and it does not have value. And if I'm just not even going to talk about it anymore until tomorrow. And then, you're stupid if you Bitcoin.
I'm not talking about it.
That maybe
stupid. Okay, now I'm done talking. Nope, I'm just kidding. It's dumb, and I hate.
This is really the last time. I promise, guys. Okay, it's dumb. Oh yeah, but I've heard theories that maybe Bezos just is just as disinterested. He's not. He might not hate it as much, or attack it as much. But I've heard that he might not. He might legitimately just not give a crap about it. Because he's Amazon.
Yeah.
He need Bitcoin for. He already the interwebs.
Has Elon? See the thing though. Has Elon Musk ever said anything about Bitcoin? Because it seems like, I mean, with Blue Horizon and whatever Elon Musk's Mars exploration company is, these guys are like on the forefront of some of these revolutionary technological fields. So what? Like, they want to go to Mars, but they don't want a new currency. I guess those two things don't have to go together. It just seems odd that they're pioneering one revolutionary technology and then sort of shrugging another. I don't think Elon Musk,
yeah.
Has Elon Musk ever said anything about Bitcoin? I don't recall, but maybe he has.
That's a good question. I think he must have. Yeah. I don't know any specifics, but I'm nearly certain that he has said nice things about Bitcoin.
Okay.
Right now, that's the beauty of the internet. Elon Musk interview on Bitcoin cryptocurrency. That's from YouTube.
Okay.
I don't like watching YouTube videos. I know it's ironic, but so here's this core, which is not very reliable, but we'll see what they say. Does not own any Bitcoin. More work to be done. There's paragraphs and paragraphs here, but sure, that's enough. That's kind of what I figured. He said nice things about Bitcoin, but apparently he doesn't own any. So, all right. Oh boy. All right. So it's coming in hot here on advice time. I mean, we started a little late, but we'll still shoot for 7 o'clock end time, maybe a few extra minutes. What you got? Anything good for us? While you're thinking, Zach, I'm going to do two things. The chat to let us know what your advice is for this week. We love the chat. We got actually we missed a few. My cartoons says get Daniel a 40-ounce of coffee. That's right. This is definitely coffee. That's exactly what's in here. So yeah, gotta have some of that. Hebus coin. That's from Flapping Plummet. I have no idea what Hebus coin would be, but okay. Bitcoin coal. Yeah, mine it. You gotta mine some Bitcoin coal.
That would be hilarious.
So I can power my Bitcoin gold miners. Actually, I mean, if you think about it, I'm sure a good chunk of the energy that it's put into mining anything gold or whatever, silver, probably some of that energy comes from coal. It's an interesting circle of life to think about, but probably happens. Got to represent those little coal guys from Spirited Away. Yeah, and put on your hard hat, go down to coal mining town, and just I'm gonna keep the coal jobs going. That's right. Bond says Daniel and Zach are just too boring without Tim.
Jeez, man.
I don't. I think there's a typo in there somewhere. I don't really know what he's talking about. Week, yeah, that's exactly what we need, James. So let us know. So there's that. I'm also, while you're giving your advice, Zach, I'm going to text him and ask him what his advice of the week is. If anything. So take it away. What you got for
us? My advice would be to keep Bitcoin we should put a moratorium on talking about Bitcoin forks. So anyone who knows about them can dump it whenever it comes out, get some free money. We all love free money, but no one gets confused. And if we don't talk about it, then the project dies. So my advice is don't talk about Bitcoin forks anymore, except we'll talk about it on the show more, but you can't talk about it anymore.
yeah. Just do. You know what? Let's just skip the fork step. That's too much work. Just literally just send me free money. That'd be so much easier.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
There's no debate, no argument, nothing has to be controversial. Just send me free money.
Yes. There's so many processes and it's so involved, and I just end up with free money either way. So you could just send it to me. I'll even take fiat. Just send me dollars.
yeah, whatever it takes. There is a button on this YouTube video that will let you send us free money. So yeah. I don't know really how it works. It says you got to go to YouTube, but I don't see the button.
And
so
all the free money, free money we get, we will of course distribute to our faithful listeners, James Bond, Flapping Penis, and whoever else.
So. Exactly. Dead on. So I think you can send us free money on YouTube. But you got to have the right account. I don't think I see the button because I'm signed into the account that's streaming, and why would you donate to yourself, whatever. But we do have, this is serious, we do have every single episode, we have a Bitcoin address. So out on the bottom, it's kind of in the middle. You could do seriously, I'm dead serious donations, and it seriously makes a difference. So. And then, of course, there's Patreon, you, me, and btc.com/feed. On City sent us 600 Satoshis, which, hey, that's going to be worth $600 million here in a couple of years. So we'll take it. Flapping Plummet says there is no super chat button. So, yeah, I'll have to look into that because I on or allow it. I can see the button, but it's grayed out and it says go to YouTube. But then if I go to YouTube, anyway, that and try to make it work one of these weeks. Flapping Plymouth seems like he's ready to donate, but apologies. So you can still send us Bitcoin to the address.
For sure.
Super chat. $1 million. Advice. I have no idea. Well, first of all, my advice this week is reply to your text. Didn't reply yet. Hey, yeah, I'll just next week. All right, seriously, this has been a fun time. I love it when the chat's hot, jumping around in the troll box. So there's my advice. Come back next week. Let's have a good time. Sit back, relax. We're going to get up to 69 real-time viewers this week. So make sure you hit some retweet buttons or what. Well, you know, we'll get there. So, and it's, hey, every Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern. You know, even if we're late, you know, it's only by 10 minutes. We're still going to be there. No question about that.
And when we announce our UME and BTC Bitcoin coal chain fork, you all will be the first to know,
Yeah.
and you can get in super cheap.
Yeah, oh, definitely. But and hey, if you want to put on a hard hat and get 6 cents an hour, maybe 7. All right, yeah. Hey, well, I guess we'll keep it short this week. It's been a blast, seriously. Don't forget to check out the Footscray Community Bar. Am I saying that right? It looks like it might be a word. Footscray. I mean to say though, that's from on Twitter. That's our follow optimist. That might be. I know on Twitter you can have the actual @ handle and then a name. Yeah, so his actual @ handle is @Matthew O. So thanks a lot, Maddie. Thanks for loving the show. Literally, he's been listening for probably over a year or 2, or who knows how long. We love it. And yeah, I hope you're bartering. You'll love that too. You're going to accept Bitcoin. So, said advice, come back next Thursday. Have a great week. Don't forget to check the website in the meantime for whatever of episodes, interviews, reviews, tutorials, our world famous Bitcoin calculator. We got it for you. Catch you next week. Peace out, home dog.
Good luck out there, guys. See you next week.